Hi again, everybody. It's Silo Rebel Baseball this afternoon, a noon contest as it's the Rebels taking on the Lone Grove Longhorns here in this afternoon's contest. Lone Grove coming in 17-5, the season record for the Longhorns. They are second in their currently in their district standings. Lone Grove, coached by Chris Sudreth, and the Rebels come in on the season now 13-0 after a win yesterday on the road, 16-1 over Antlers. The Rebels continued rolling on. They have now won 41 in a row in the spring campaigns, trying to extend that winning streak here this afternoon against a solid Lone Grove squad. Lone Grove was a 9-3 winner yesterday as they knocked off Calera. And we will take a look at the lineups here in this contest. On the mound for the Rebels is going to be staff ace Cotter Proctor. Proctor on the season, a 2-0 season record, 1 save, 12 innings pitched. He has allowed no runs, 4 hits, struck out 18, and walked 7. In his 3 appearances thus far in the 2022 campaign. So we get set for the coaches meeting at home plate and about set to get this one rolling. The Rebels in the 4A Lone Grove Longhorns. Lone Grove was a state tournament participant last year in Class 4A, and as I mentioned, another solid start, 17-5, the record. 2 of those losses came earlier this week, however, against one of the top teams in Class 4A, Marlow, in those district contests. Coaches out there exchanging lineups. As the Rebels take the field here. Wearing the blue tops this afternoon with the white pants. Lone Grove, a solid club, sporting some pretty good batting average coming into this afternoon's contest. And we'll see how the Longhorns fare today against Cotter Proctor, the Oklahoma State University commit, on the mound here. He gets ready to take his warm-up tosses to the catcher, Josh Trout. Defense looks like this for the Rebels. It's Delton Roberts at third base, Carter Parker, the shortstop, the second baseman, Charlie Gardner, and at first base, Easton Ford. In the outfield, Connor Cordell in left, and Xander Marshall, the center fielder, Mason Urbany in right for Silo. With Trout behind the plate and Proctor on the mound. Connor's numbers, talked about those. And let's see, opponents' batting average against Proctor this spring, right at .098 for the season. Been pretty solid outside of occasional wildness with those 7 walks in 12 innings. Finishes off his warm-up tosses, and we're set to get things rolling here from Silo this afternoon. Glad you're along with us. Kevin Farr on SiloRebels.tv and along the Squirtle Network statewide. And stepping in to start things for Lone Grove is going to be Blade Wilkerson. Wilkerson on the season, hitting at .491, 7 doubles, a triple, 2 home runs, 17 RBIs in the leadoff spot, and he has outstanding speed. A perfect 28 for 28 on stolen bases for the season is Wilkerson. So definitely a threat if he gets on base. And here's the first pitch from Proctor, and it's outside for a ball. We're underway here. Charles Robinson Park and Billy Jack Bowen Field. Next one misses as well, 2-0. Wilkerson definitely has a good eye at the plate. He's got over 20 walks on the season as well. And he swings and misses on that one. 2-1 the count. Proctor rocks and fires, and there's a strike called. It's 2-2 now against Wilkerson, who is also the pitcher here this afternoon for Lone Grove. Next pitch, swing and miss for strike 3, and it's a way to keep Wilkerson off the bags as he goes down swinging to start the contest. Proctor went with the big fastball there, and there's one gone. Next batter is going to be Kyle Miller. And he watches the first one in there for a strike. Miller, a tremendous average as well, 500, the batting mark. And Miller, 4 doubles, a triple, 16 RBIs. He has stolen 10 bases. The 1-1 pitch, and that one just a little bit high. 2-1 the count. Proctor gets a sign, ready to go. The pitch in there down Broadway for strike 2. And even up here with an out in the first inning. Next one is fouled off the right side and out of play as Miller got a piece of that fastball and knocked it off out of play on the right side. Next 2-2 pitch from Proctor, and it's a breaking ball in the dirt, but for a ball, and the count goes full. Payoff pitch from Proctor, swung on. It's hit high in the air to center field. Racing back is Xander Marshall. It's going to be over his head, off the wall for extra bases as Miller cruises into second, and that one may have got up in the jet stream. Pretty stiff wind blowing out today out of the northwest, and that one may have got up in the jet stream and got over Xander Marshall's head for a double. So the next batter is going to be Cale Sudderth hitting at .339, the big lefty. 6 doubles, 4 home runs, 27 RBIs. And he watches the ball. Sutter, the team leader in those categories, doubles, homers, and RBIs on the season. And he takes that one high, 2-0. So 1 out double from Kyle Miller. Proctor fires this one in there, and Sutter's going to foul it back and out of play. Strong wind blowing out here at the ballpark today. As Proctor looks at second, pitch home, and there's a breaking ball in the outside corner called strike 2. Got the first batter on strikes. Here's the toss to second on the pickoff try, and back in safely is Miller. Miller knocked the payoff pitch over the off the center field wall. Here's a ground ball hit right side and through the hole for a hit. Gardner was playing over toward the bag, trying to keep the runner close, and Sutter ends up with a single about the spot that Gardner would have been occupying. So a single through the hole on the right side, and Lone Grove threatening with runners at the corners and 1 out. The Longhorns have 6 players in double digits in stolen bases on the season. Sutter is not one of those. But try a pickoff attempt, and he's safe. And now we're going to have a conference on the mound as Coach Bowen heads out there. Batter for Lone Grove now is Jackson Lee. And Lee hitting at .390, 4 doubles, a triple, 4 home runs, 25 RBIs. He's second on the team in all those offensive categories behind Sutter, who is on first now. Just underway here this afternoon. Rebels infield talking about it. Figuring out what they want to do here in the event of a steal attempt. So Lee, another left-hand batter for Lone Grove. Back-to-back lefties in there. And we're set to go. Pitch home from Proctor is low. That one's in the dirt. Couple of hits already in the frame. Just 1 out for the Longhorns, and that one's high and away. It's 2-0. Got his sign now, and there's one that catches the outside corner for a strike. They're working Lee away here. Snap throw to first, not in time, and diving back in is Sutter. Proctor's next pitch squares and bunts. bunt play down the first base line, but the runner holds at third. They were trying to bunt the run in, and I'm not sure the runner at third was aware of it. He holds on the bunt play as the out is recorded at first base. So they had the 4-hole lead bunting there, so tough execution on that one. Does move the runner at first over to second, so 2 in scoring position. Now for the batter is Cale McLean. He's hitting at .351. There's a strike. Two down now. Pitch from Proctor. It's in the dirt. Gets away from Trout. Coming home is the runner. Slides, and he is out as Trout gets the ball and able to beat the runner to the plate. As a little bit of hesitation there. And so 2 base running errors by Lone Grove, and out at the plate on a close play. And the Longhorns are retired in the first inning. No runs, 2 hits, a man left. Lone Grove nothing. Sato coming to bat when we come back here. Now the Longhorns golden opportunity to score in the top of the first, but a couple of base running miscues and takes them out of the inning. Normal lineup due up for Silo here to begin the contest. It's going to be Kyler Proctor, Connor Cornell, and Easton Ford to start things. Proctor led off the game yesterday with a home run in the 16-1 win at Antlers. After a slow start, he is upped his batting average now up to .419 for the season. Through 13 games. So Blade Wilkerson, the batter, making his 8th appearance of the season, just his 2nd start. He has a 1-1 record in 15 innings, the right-hander. 15 runs, 16 hits. He has struck out 20, walked 19, and 8 wild pitches on the year for Wilkerson. He's ready to go against Proctor, and there's a breaking ball, and it's in there for a strike call. Connor, a couple of doubles, 5 home runs now, leads the team, 11 RBIs. And here's one low. The 1-1 pitch, and that one is low, bounces off the catcher for a ball. Right-hander Wilkerson toes the rubber. And big swung on a swing, and just got a piece of that one back to the backstop. Proctor has a terrific .647 on base percentage, 19 walks. Here's Wilkerson's next pitch, and it's in the dirt. Bounces away from the catcher. Count goes full. Trying to get the lead off a board for the Rebels here in the bottom half of the first inning. Payoff pitch from Wilkerson. Swung on. It's skied high to center field. Back is the center fielder and going to make the catch in the gap in left center. That one, Proctor popped it up, but got caught up in the wind and carried considerable distance before it was caught. Singleton, the center fielder, makes the grab. First pitch here to Connor Cordell is the ball. Connor now at 5-14 for the season, batting in the 2-hole. Still leads the team with RBIs, and he's going to hit this one high in the air to left field. May have got under that one as well, and the left fielder's not going to be able to make a catch play in the wind as it drops in, and Cordell is at second base. Another towering fly ball and got caught up in the wind, and it's going to be an adventure. Anything hit very high today. Brings up Easton Ford. Easton had another home run yesterday. He's up to 17 RBIs on the season. He's been on a pretty good run here the last week and a half. And he watches that breaking ball in there for a strike. Ford hitting at .364 for the season. Runner at second is Cordell. Pitch low. Evens it up at 1-1. Ford 3 doubles, 3 home runs, 17 RBIs. Got a chance for 18 here, possibly, and there's one inside to Easton for a ball. They got a base open, but on deck is the Rebels' leading hitter for the season, Delton Roberts. The 2-1 is upstairs. See if Easton gets something to hit here. Got a hitter's counting. Runner at second. Pitch home, and it's inside for a ball upstairs, and a walk to Easton Ford brings up Delton Roberts. Roberts batting at a .606 clip for the spring, 18 RBIs. The pitch home, swung on. It's a ground ball hit to short and through the legs of the shortstop for an error into left. Here comes Cordell, will score. Headed to third is Ford, and Roberts on to second base. Rebels take advantage of the error with a run, and they lead at 1-0. Brings up Josh Trout, the Rebel catcher. Had a couple of home runs yesterday, and he's got a chance for a couple of RBIs right here, both in scoring position, and that pitch is upstairs. And that one is low. 2-0 the count to Trout. Josh now batting at .367 for the season. 12 RBIs. And he's going to swing on that one. High fastball and fouls it straight back and out of play. Rebels out in front 1-0 and threatening for more here in the bottom of the first. And that pitch from Wilkerson is low. It's 3-1. Trout has been walked 11 times on the spring. Second only behind Proctor, and there's a strike on the outside corner. Count is full to Trout. And the pitch is swung on. It's lofted into center field, shallow center field. Racing in, center fielder makes the catch. Here comes the throw home, and it's going to be in there to the plate, but the runner's too shallow for to take a chance on that one, as Ford and Roberts both hold on the pop fly to center. Singleton was able to make the catch coming in on the run. Leaves it up to Sawyer Reddick. Reddick, the junior designated hitter. And he watches that one in the dirt. On the season, Reddick hitting at .342. He's got a double, a home run, 13 RBIs. Here in this 14th game of the spring campaign, and that one is high. It's 2-0. Wilkerson has his sign, and the pitch home, and it's a breaking ball, and that one's in the dirt. It's 3-0. Now to Reddick. Probably be taking here. Ford still at third and Roberts at second. The pitch, it's right there for a strike called. Wilkerson's next one swung on and hit to the third baseman. Nice diving stop. Run's going to come home. They've got Roberts in a rundown, going to get the out, but the run counts on the ground out, or the grounder by Sawyer Reddick. So the Rebels score a couple of runs in the inning to take a 2-0 lead. We head to the second here on SiloRebels.tv and the Squirtle Network. Rebels pick up 2 runs in the inning. They manufacture those and lead it 2-0 heading into the second here. And first pitch swinging. The batter lines one, running in. Connor Cordell makes the grab. Cale McLean left up there at the plate, and he jumped on the first pitch from Proctor there and flies out to left. Sinking line drive into the glove of Connor Cordell for an out. 1 down. Next batter is Jackson Grace, and he watches the strike. Grace, the second baseman for the Longhorns, batting at .386, 4 doubles, a home run, 13 RBIs, and this one is a little bit outside. Count even at 1-1. Here's Proctor's next one, and it tails a little bit, but stays high. Checks the signs and the pitch home, and it's in there for a strike called from the hard-throwing right-hander. Count evens at 2. And there's one swung on and missed in the dirt. And out is Grace on the tag by Josh Trout. There's 2 gone for the Longhorns here in the second inning. Proctor with the big strikeout there. And there's a check swing held up there on that pitch to Deacon Singleton. Proctor now with 2 strikeouts in the contest. That one misses for a ball, lost his hat, blowing over across the infield. And this stiff wind here this afternoon, gusting over 30 miles an hour. And there's a strike called. Next pitch, swing and miss. That time Singleton went after that one. Couldn't connect. The 2-2 offering, and may have slipped out of his hand a little bit and plunks Singleton on that pitch to give the Longhorns a base runner here in inning number 2. Lefty headed to the plate is Trent Denny. Denny batting at .304 for the spring campaign. He's got good speed, second on the team in stolen bases. And he watches a strike. Proctor's next pitch, and it's in there for strike 2. Then he thought about it, but held up. Next one way outside. Proctor working quickly. Runner goes. Pitch low. Or no, it's called strike 3. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. And the Longhorns are retired. I think the batter knew it. There's quickly headed back to the dugout. For Lone Grove in the second. No runs, no hits. A man left. Go to the bottom of 2. Silo 2 and Lone Grove nothing. Bottom of the order due up for Silo here in the second. It'll be the 7, 8, 9 hitters. Carter Parker to lead it off. And he'll watch one in there for a strike call by Wilkerson. Blade Wilkerson. And the next one, it's in there as well. 0-2 quickly to Parker. Carter, 208 the average for the season for the junior. shortstop here this afternoon, and that one's low. Rebels trying to continue on their winning streak. They've now won 41 in a row in spring action after their win yesterday at the Antlers. As this one, a towering shot to left. It's blowing at the wall, and it's out of here. Carter Parker with a solo blast to start the second inning for the Rebels, and it's now 3-0. The wind caught that one, and it just kept blowing and just got over the left field wall. Parker has his first home run of the spring campaign. So the next batter, it's going to be Colby Smith at the plate. And he watches a strike. And another one on that breaking ball. Colby hitting at 133, the sophomore. Came in at second base after Gardner got the start here this afternoon. That one pitch got away from Wilkerson. Count out 1-2. Rebels have tacked on a run on the Carter Parker home run. Here's the next one, and breaking ball nearly hit him and breaks back across the plate for a strike called. And Smith goes down looking for out number 1. Brings up Mason Urbany. The 9th hitter in the order. Mason now at 286 for the spring season. He'll swing on the first pitch and miss. Squares and pulls back and takes that one low for a ball. Urbany with the home run yesterday, his first of the season. He now has a double home run, 9 RBIs. Trying to get something started here with 1 out. And there's a strike called as once again he squared and pulled back. Third baseman was charging, which was McLean. Now the 1-2 and a breaking ball called strike 3. So back-to-back strikeouts looking. And it's back to the top of the order in Kyler Proctor. Proctor flew out his first time, got under that pitch from Wilkerson and takes one low. 2 down now here in the second. Next one, he took a big swing and missed that one. So that breaking ball dropped on him. The 1-1, and it's in the dirt. Two won the count. Silo with a 3-0 lead here over Class 4A Lone Grove. And there's another breaking ball that drops in for a strike call. 2-2. And that one misses outside. Full up to Connor Proctor. 2 outs. And there's one misses inside for ball 4. Proctor draws the walk, and he is definitely a threat on the base pass. 20th walk issued to Proctor on the season. He leads the squad with stolen bases, has 15, and here's a quick toss to first. Connor Cordell, the batter. See if Proctor's on the move. It'll stay there this time, and that one's high. Cordell dropped one in for a hit in the first inning as the wind caught it, and the left fielder couldn't make a play, and here's one fouled straight back. Wind blew it at the last minute, and Cordell ended up at second. 1-1 count. Pitch home. That was way upstairs. Proctor was on the move, and he's going to steal second easily as that pitch sailed way over the head of the catcher to the backstop. So Proctor gets the stolen bases, 16th of the season. He's in scoring position now for Cordell. Connor, see if he can add to his team leading 23 RBIs, and he swings on. Ground ball left side for a hit. Here comes Proctor around third. He's going to score easily, and the Rebels lead it 4-0. And there, once again, Connor Cordell comes through with the RBI single. 24th RBI of the spring campaign. Going to have a runner for Cordell at first base. Going to be Sean Weaver. Connor hyperextended knee and a little bit in pregame warm-ups, and he's kind of in a little ginger on that. But comes through with the big RBI single. They'll run for him at first is Sean Weaver, and there's a pickoff try. Weaver's back in easily. Batter is Easton Ford. And Easton takes the first pitch in there for a strike. Silo has tacked on another run. 2 in the inning. It's now 4-zip. Wilkerson checks first. Pitch home. It's low. Weaver with the lead, and that one's way outside. They played it careful with Easton the last time up. And here's one inside. Just that's off the bat for a foul. Tough break there, and now the count 2-2 to Easton Ford. Easton had his third home run of the season yesterday, and there's another pickoff attempt, and Weaver is safe diving back in there at first. Next one from Wilkerson, breaking ball, and Ford had seen enough of that, and that one looked like it was going to drop in there, and he fouls it off. Spoiled that pitch. Already 52 pitches for Blaine Wilkerson. We are still in the bottom of the second inning. There's one upstairs. Longhorns do not have many available of their normal pitching rotation. I think just 2 available today out of their normal rotation, as they have spent 4 pitchers unavailable, and it's their 4th game here in the last 4 days. Here's a pickoff try and diving back in, like Weaver was leaning a little bit there on 3-2. But he's back in safely. Going to be running on the pitch. Full count and 2 outs. Runner goes. Pitch swung on. It's hit high, deep to center, and it's gone over the center field wall by Easton Ford. Back-to-back days. Ford goes deep. His 4th home run of the season. RBIs number 18 and 19. And the Rebels lead it 6-0. They had to come in there to him on 3-2, and Ford makes them pay with the 2-run bomb over the center field wall. I got a meeting on the mound for the Longhorns. Hit number 4 for the Rebels, but 2 of those have left the ballpark here in this second inning. Here's one by Delton Roberts. It's hit deep to center, back at the wall, and it's off the wall. As crashing into the wall was the center fielder Singleton, and Roberts has a double. That one wasn't hit high enough to get out, as that was a smash off the bat, and he lines it over the head of the center fielder, who Singleton crashed into the wall trying to chase it down. So a double for Delton Roberts. He continues his barrage, and here comes Josh Trout, who had 2 home runs yesterday, and he watches a breaking ball in there for a strike. Wilkerson going back to the breaking ball. That's had to rely on those here early on, as the Rebels have been teeing off on fastballs, and here's one inside. Now 6-0, and Roberts almost made it 7, but that one never got high enough to get out of the park. The 1-1 swing and miss by Trout. Lone Grove 17-5 on the season, and they are second in their Class 4A district right now, but having a rough time here today against the top-ranked Rebels, and that one's in the dirt. Gets away from the catcher. Roberts able to advance on down to third base, 90 feet away. The next pitch is low. Count goes full. The Silo offensive barrage has continued today. Scored 16 yesterday at Antlers. And here's a ground ball hit left side. Backhand stop by the shortstop. Throw to first is going to be in time to get the out and in the inning. On that hard ground ball, Miller made a backhand stop. Throw to Sutters. But the Rebels pick up 4 runs, 4 hits, and they leave 1 on in the second. We go to the third. It's now Silo 6 and Lone Grove nothing. And ready to go here in this third inning. And the first pitch from Kyler Proctor is low for a ball. Brody Harris, the 9th batter in the order for Lone Grove at the plate, batting for the first time, and watches that one low. And there's ball 3. Got that 3-0 in there for a strike. Here's the next one, and it's grounded up the middle. Chopper fielded on a hop. Parker throw to first in time. The big hop. Parker able to make the play. Carter Parker at short. Throw to Easton Ford, and there's 1 out. Back to the top of the order, and it's going to be Blade Wilkerson. And there's a breaking ball as he got called strike. Wilkerson went down on strikes to begin the contest. Here's the next one, and got him in on the hands and fouls it off. So, too. Now the 0-2, it's upstairs, way high on that one. The 1-2 pitch from Proctor, and that's right there on the outside corner. And Wilkerson, with the great speed, he goes down on strikes again. They get him out back-to-back times on strikeouts. Here's a breaking ball now to Miller as Proctor working rapidly. That one's in there for a strike. Kyle Miller Had a double his first time up. Here's the next one, another breaking pitch, and that one's inside. 1-1 count, and Miller's going to foul this one off the right side, not a play. Proctor's next pitch is low and away. Evens it up at 2-2. 2 quick outs in the inning for Kyler Proctor. We're in the third. And the next one way outside. Count goes full, and I think it was actually a full count that Miller hit the one over Xander Marshall's head off the wall. And he watches ball 4 this time. So Miller is aboard after the 6-pitch at-bat. He's got 10 stolen bases on the season. And back comes Sutter, the big lefty. Had a single through the right side his last time up. And that one's high and tight. Back-to-back lefties in the order. Sutter, followed by the left-hand hitting catcher Jackson Lee, as there's a snap throw to first is in time, and Miller's picked off. Miller is picked off. He caught him leaning, and Proctor gets the out on the pickoff at first base to end that inning. For the Longhorns, no runs, no hits, nobody left. We go to the bottom of 3, 6-0 Silo. Kevin Farlong with you here, bottom of the third inning in this noon matinee game at Silo. The Rebels leading Class 4A Lone Grove 6-0. 6, 7, and 8 hitters due up for the Rebels here in the third. Sawyer Reddick to start things against Blade Wilkerson. And he hits this one high in the air to left. This one is traveling, and it's out of here to left by Sawyer Reddick. Jumps on the first pitch of the inning. So a leadoff home run in back-to-back frames for the Rebels. Parker hit it out in the second. This one was less of a doubt there by Reddick as he takes the first pitch out of the park to start the third. A blast by Sawyer Reddick, and that's his second home run of the season. It's 7-0. Wilkerson tried to get that first pitch in there, and Reddick was ready for it. Next batter is Carter Parker, who led off with the home run in the last inning, and he takes a breaking ball there for a ball. Next one from Wilkerson. There's a curveball that drops in for a strike. When Wilkerson has gone to the fastball, the Rebels have made him pay. Next one is a breaking ball that stays inside. 7 runs on 6 hits for Silo thus far. And here's a big swing and miss. The 2-2. Parker's going to foul this one off. Pulls it foul off the left side. 3 of the 6 Rebel hits have left the ballpark. Now the 2-2, this one swung on. Got him out the fist on that one. Pops it up to center field, and making the catch is the center fielder Singleton. And here comes a pitching change for the Longhorns. That's going to do it for Wilkerson. 68 pitches in the contest, and we've got a pitching change. I think it's going to be Cale McLean, and he worked an inning in relief yesterday against Calera. He worked an inning in relief on Wednesday as well against Marlowe. So pitching for the 3rd straight day in relief for Lone Grove. Looks like we've got a new third baseman. And that's going to be Harris is going to move to first base. So actually going to be a new right fielder in the game. Wilkerson goes back to center. This is a normal position. And McLean, the pitcher. McLean, as I mentioned, the big right-hander, working in relief for the 3rd day in a row. And it's going to be Charlie Gardner back in to hit here for the Rebels, and he watches that one way inside for McLean. The pitch is outside. 2-0 to Charlie Gardner. 1 out here in the 3rd. And Charlie takes that one in there for a strike. 333 the average for Gardner. Comes the next one from Cale McLean, and it's a strike called on the outside corner. McLean, 11 innings pitched on the season, mostly in relief. He's made 1 start for the Longhorns. Count is 2-2, and this one is popped foul. High fastball. Rebels leading 7-0 here in the 3rd. Next one is fouled off the right side, not a play. Betting for their 42nd straight spring victory here this afternoon. Way inside, Gardner gets out of the way. Silo finished the spring campaign a year ago with 28 straight wins and off to a 13-0 start here in 2022, as that one's fouled straight back. The count is full. Payoff pitch, and once again fouled off by Gardner. Next one, and that's way high as Charlie works the walk. Kept fouling him off. 7th walk of the season for Gardner, and we're going to have a pinch hitter. I think it's going to be Brenton Salisbury to pinch hit. So Salisbury at the plate, and he takes the strike. Gardner, the runner at first. Brenton has played in the field, but this will be his and ran, but this will be his first official at bat of the season here. Oh, and 1 the count. McLean's next pitch is high. Be Salisbury, and then back to the top of the order. That's not what you want to see if you are the Longhorns. The 1-1 and inside pitch. Salisbury took a big hack at that one and couldn't connect. Moves the count to 1-2. Gardner with the lead at first base. Pitch is outside, off, and Gardner is going to be picked off as that's called strike 3 at the plate, and Gardner also picked off at first base. Double play ends the inning. For the Rebels in the third, they pick up a run on the Sawyer Reddick home run and lead at 7-0 as we go to the fourth. Back for the top of the fourth inning. And Kyler Proctor on the mound. 54 pitches through 3 frames, and his first pitch here to Suttert is a ball. Cale Suttert, the big lefty, and he watches a breaking pitch in there for strike 1. Suttert turns on this one, but that one was well inside, and he pulls it foul. Proctor threw 3 innings, allowed 2 hits, 4 strikeouts, a walk. And here's one hit high in the air to right field, and it's going to go off the wall. Urbany comes to field it. Here comes the throw to second, and it's not going to be in time. As Sutter's got a pretty good piece of that one off the right center field wall. Urbany had no chance to play that one except off a hop. Next batter is Jackson Lee, and he takes a swing and miss. So once again, the Longhorns with the leadoff batter aboard here in the 4th. Swing and miss once again, and Proctor pulled the string on that one. So 2. Proctor worked out of a jam back in the 1st inning. Here's one inside. Lee barely held up on that one. Pitch home, swing and miss on that pitch on the outside corner. Lee couldn't connect. Proctor's 5th strikeout. We're in the top of the 4th inning. Deacon Singleton, the next batter. Or excuse me, it's Cale McLean, the next batter. And he watches the ball. McLean lined out his last time up on that sinking liner to Connor Cordell and left. Takes a strike. Proctor gets his sign. Pitch home, and it's upstairs for a ball. Suttert, the runner at second after the leadoff double. Here in the 4th. Proctor checks the runner, the pitch home, and there's a breaking ball, just misses off the outside corner. Like a pretty good pitch there, but may have been a little bit low. Count goes 3-1. McLean right up there on top of the plate. Pitch, and it's in the dirt. Ball 4. Second walk issued by Proctor. It's going to bring Jackson Grace to the plate. Grace went down swinging for one of the Proctor strikeouts his first time up. Runners now at first and second, and that one, fastball misses outside. The look at second, pitch home, and this one's upstairs from Proctor. It's 2-0. Proctor laboring a bit here in the fourth. 2 on, 1 out. Next pitch, and it's in there for a strike. Toss to first on the pickoff try as they try to sneak in behind the base runner McLean, but he's back in. Next pitch from Proctor, and that one misses inside. It's 3-1. I was looking for something here to try to keep from loading the bases. And a swing and miss as Grace couldn't catch up with that fastball. Grace 4 doubles, 1 home run on the season, 13 RBIs. Payoff pitch swung on. It is skied high. Popped up. Shallow left field. Diving is Cordell in left. Can't get it. The throw coming in and not going to be in time. As Marshall got to the baseball and tried to throw out Sutter for the force at third, but couldn't get there in time. He probably would have had a shorter throw to second. Might have had a chance there. But that one drops in for a bloop single. Bases loaded. And Deacon Singleton at the plate, and he watches one upstairs. It's going to draw a visit to the mound from Coach Billy Jack Bowen. So 1-0 the count. Lone Grove threatening once again here in the fourth inning. Deacon Singleton the batter. And there's a strike called. Singleton was hit by a pitch. His only at bat thus far. Runners go, squeezes on, missed the bunt, and the runner's tagged out. Once again, as was the case in the first inning, the Longhorns unable to execute with a chance to score. Pitch was called a strike, but the batter, Singleton, unable to get the bat on the ball. Here's the 1-2, swing and miss, and that gets them out of the inning. The Longhorns go scoreless again as Salo comes through with the defensive play again to thwart the scoring opportunity. No runs in the fourth. It's still 7-0 Silo as we head to the bottom of inning 4. So after the meeting on the mound, the Rebels managed to get out of it thanks to the failed squeeze bunt and then a strikeout 1 pitch later. Back to the top of the order for Silo here to begin the bottom of 4. It's Skylar Proctor at the plate. Proctor drill walked the last time, and he watches the pitch from McLean outside. So Lone Grove had loaded them up with 1 out, but unable to execute. As a strike called to Kyler Proctor. It's 1-1. Proctor trying to get something started here in the 4th, and he's going to hit a ground ball through the hole on the left side for a hit. Proctor has his first hit of the game. He's aboard to start the 4th. And the Rebels have something cooking already here in the 4th inning, leading 7-0. With the heart of the order due up, Connor Cordell at the plate. Big RBI hit the last time. And he waits the pitch and takes a breaking ball for a strike. Rebels now with 7 hits in the game. And there's a pickoff try and unsuccessful as Proctor is back in. Lone Grove with 4 hits, but they have been unable to execute when they've had scoring opportunities, and Silo has made the defensive plays. The pitch home is bunted foul. Cordell, they had gotten a little bit of a hurry there and bunted it foul as Proctor was off and running. Had a bunt and run on. It's 0-2 the count. Proctor's going, pitch high, and he's going to steal second easily. Stolen base number 16 on the year for Connor Proctor. Now he's once again in scoring position. Cordell with another RBI chance, and he couldn't connect on that one. Swing and miss as Cordell goes down on strikes that time. But it's Easton Ford at the plate, and we'll see how careful they are with Easton this time. He had a 2-run bomb over the center field wall his last trip up. Here's the pitch, and it's high. That one's popped up, foul, and out of play. Pickoff try at second, unsuccessful as Proctor was back in safely. Silo threatening again here in the 4th. The pitch home, and that one stays high. Easton up to 19 RBIs, and he has been racking them up the last week and a half. after a bit of a slow start. Here's the 2-1, and it's fouled. Ford led the squad in RBIs the last 2 seasons, last spring and the fall before that, or that last fall and the spring before that. 117 total in those 2 years. Here's the pitch home. Runner goes, and it's outside. Proctor steals third, and we're going to have, they're going to call, I think they're going to call. Well, they're going to call Easton Ford out for interference. They're going to call Ford out for interference at the plate on Proctor's steal of third. Interfered with the throw of the catcher as it got past the third baseman. Proctor, they're going to send Proctor back. They're going to call Ford out. So not a good turn of events there for the Rebels. Here's a strike call to Delton Roberts. Pickoff attempt at second base. Gets free into center field. Proctor on down to third base. Going to stop there. And now 90 feet away. Pitch outside for a ball. So Roberts, he had a stinging double off the center field wall his last time up. There's one high. 2-1 the count. 2 outs now in the inning after Ford was called out on interference at the plate. And that one's inside. 3-1. Delton looking to pick up another RBI here. Has 18 on the season. Third on the squad. The pitch home, and it's outside, ball 4. So runners at the corners. Here comes Josh Trout back to the plate, the solo catcher. Over 2 thus far today. After a couple home runs yesterday. If Roberts is moving, and he will be. Tries an early break. Here's the trying, looking for second, and the throw coming home, and out is Proctor at the plate. That time the Longhorns played it well, and Proctor is out at the plate as the Rebels tried to steal a run. Fort Silo in the inning. There was no runs, 1 hit. A man left. We head to the top of 5. Rebels 7 and the Longhorns nothing. Top of inning 5 here. And it's going to be Trent Denny to start things for the Longhorns. 8, 9, and 1 batters due up for Lone Grove as he squares and pulls back and takes the ball. Kyler Proctor at 77 pitches through 4. Labored a little bit in that 4th inning, but was able to get out of it unscathed. Big swing and miss that time by Denny on the fastball. This one's downstairs, 2-1. Here's the next one. Chopped foul off the right side. And there's one, they say went around, pitch in the dirt, and throw to first is in time. So out there. Next batter is going to be Brody Harris. There's the next one, and it misses for a ball. As a strike called on the 3-1. Payoff pitch, ground ball, hit towards second, backhand stop, Gardner, throw to first is not going to be in time. That one more up the middle, Gardner had to get over there and unable to make that play. So it's a hit for the Longhorns. Now back to the top of the order in Wilkerson, who has struck out twice. Next one swung on and fouled back and out of play. Yeah, now 1-1, 1 out here in the 5th. Sada with the 7-0 lead, and that one is fouled at the plate by Blade Wilkerson. The Longhorn leadoff batter. Toss to first, not in time. Time Harris is back in safely. Kevin Farr along with you this afternoon here from Charles Robinson Park, Billy Jack Bowen Field at Silo. We're in the top of the 5th. The pitch to Wilkerson and called strike 3. Proctor's had his number. That's the 3rd time Wilkerson has been set down as the leadoff hitter who has the great speed, 28 stolen bases on the year, but he has not been able to get on base. And here's a breaking ball in there for strike one to Kyle Miller. Proctor, once again, here's one, another breaking ball, and that one misses for a ball. 2 down here in the fifth. Next pitch, and there's one in there for a strike. Down Broadway, and Miller behind in the count at 1-2. 2 outs here in the fifth. Next pitch, and that one just misses for ball 2. Proctor rocks and fires, and breaking ball stays high there. It's 3-2. Runner will be going this time. It's the payoff pitch. Upstairs, ball 4. So a couple of Longhorns have reached here in the 5th inning as well. And that's going to bring Sutter to the plate, the team RBI leader and extra base leader. And he swings on the first pitch, pops it up left side. It's in foul ground, and it's out of play. Proctor checks the runner. It's Harris out at second base. Pitch home, and there's one on the outside corner. Working Sutter at the way. One and two the count. Sutter's going to take time here. Proctor up over 100 pitches. And here's a ground ball back to him. He's going to run it over to first and step on the bag himself. On the comebacker to the mound, Proctor gets the out. For the Longhorns, no runs, a hit, 2 left. Go to the bottom of 5. 7-0, Silo. Back here for the bottom of the fifth inning. Silo leading Lone Grove 7-0. And Josh Trout steps to the plate. Rebels searching for one more run here. Try to end it early. And Trout lines one to the gap in right center. It's going to the wall. Could be extra bases. Here comes the throw in. Not going to be in time. Trout with the leadoff double. Opposite field double off the right center field wall. First hit of the day for Josh Trout. Here comes Sawyer Reddick, who went deep his last time up. Pitch to Reddick is the breaking ball, drops in there for a strike. Pretty sure they're playing 8 after 5 here on the run rule, and Rebels 1 run away from ending it early. The next pitch, and it's too far inside. Nearly hit Reddick. Next pitch, and there's check swing foul off the bat. Reddick 1 for 2 with that home run, 2 RBIs. Next pitch, swing and miss. He went after that high fastball and couldn't connect. There's 1 out. Carter Parker steps up. He is homered. Back in the second inning. And he watches that pitch on the outside corner for a strike call. Trout still standing at second after the leadoff double. High and tight that time. Count 1-1. Pitch home, and it's off the bat. Inside once again. Got it off the handle, and there's 2 strikes on Parker. He'll call time and step out. Longhorns have been trying to work the Rebels inside frequently here today. And there's a swing and miss. Went back away and got the strikeout. There's 2 outs. Charlie Gardner, the batter. Back-to-back strikeouts. And that one misses low. McLean will step off and look to runner Trout back at second base. Pitch home, and it's a strike called to Gardner. They're going to turn and once again, Trout back in at second base. 1-1 the count to Charlie Gardner. Pitch home, fouled off the right side, not a play. And the next one comes inside for strike 3 called. And 3 straight strikeouts retires the Rebels there in the 5th. No runs after the leadoff double by Josh Trout. We played 5. It's Silo 7 and Lone Grove nothing. So we got a new pitcher in for the Rebels now here to begin the 6th inning, and it's going to be Easton Ford on the mound. On the season for the big right-hander, making his 5th appearance. He has a 2-0 record, 8 2/3 innings, allowed 10 runs, 7 earned, 12 hits, struck out 6, walked 3 on the year. It's 4, 5, and 6 due up for Lone Grove here in the 6th. As first pitch swinging, there's Lee. Ground ball, left side, fielded there by Connor Proctor, and the toss over is in time. So he gets Lee out in 1 pitch. Proctor to Delton Roberts. As we check the lineup, it's Carter Parker now at 3rd. Connor Proctor at short, and Charlie Gardner still at 2nd with Delton Roberts moving to 1st. First pitch to McLean is a ball. Easton works and fires, and there's swing and miss. Another swing and miss for strike 2. Pitch was fouled off. Here's the next one, and misses outside. It's 2-2. Next pitch, and I took something off that one, and a swing and miss. McLean goes down swinging as Easton Ford gets the strikeout. Two down, and the next batter is Jackson Grace for the Longhorns. Ford rocks and fires, and that one just misses off the outside corner. One fouled off. Back to the screen. Ford's next pitch, strike called. 1-2. 2 down here. And the next one, swing and miss. Went right at him. Jackson Grace goes down swinging. Back-to-back strikeouts. And the Longhorns are retired in the 6th. Nine, 1-2 batters. Mason Urbany to start things, and back to the top of the order, and Connor Proctor get a chance to hit here in the bottom of the 6th inning, and Urbany squares and bunts one foul. Facing McLean. McLean's been pretty steady, working in and out. And here's a ground ball hit back up the middle. Urbany with a single to start the 6th inning. Single back up the middle. That's going to bring Connor Proctor to the plate. Proctor to bat with nobody out. And there's a toss to first. Urbany is back in easily. Proctor 1 for 2 officially on the day with the walk as well. Flew out his first time up. Walked, had a single his last time. Here's the first pitch. This at bat is high. Next one for McLean, swung on. It is skied high. Shallow left field, coming in as the left fielder, and it's caught for the first out. A towering high pop up there as Proctor got under that one. And new batter up now for the Rebels. Let's see. It's going to be Casey Spaulding. Runner goes. Urbany trying to steal second. He's going to be in safely. The pitch was high to Spaulding. Urbany off and running. Steals the bag. Now in scoring position out at second base. 5th stolen base of the season for the senior. Now we're going to have a visit to the mound. They'll talk things over here. At the game-ending run out there at second base. Spalding at the plate. McLean, 3 innings pitched since he came on in the third. Has thrown 3 innings, no runs, 3 hits thus far. He struck out 5 and walked 2. Worked out of a leadoff double situation in the last inning without giving up a run. Runners in at the fielders in at the corners. With Spalding at the plate. The pitch home, and there's a strike taken. Spalding's 4th at bat of the season here as he watches that one high. Still looking for his first hit. Arbany, good speed at second. Spalding squares, pulls back, takes a strike. Count evens at 2-2. Third baseman was charging in that time. Harris down there at third. McLean's pitch way upstairs as the count goes full to Spalding. They've got a bag open, but I would say do not want to face the guy on deck as Easton Ford, as Spalding fouls this one off the left side and out of play. It's Ford and Roberts, the next two due up for the Rebels. McLean's pitch. Fouled right side and out of play. Spalding stays alive. Casey Spalding, the sophomore at the plate. Full count. With an out here in the 6th. Now, McLean's going to turn and toss to second, but Arbany is back in standing. Payoff pitch swung on and pulled foul. Oh, no, it's fair. Stays fair. Blew back fair and caught. Spalding got under that one and looked like it was going to go foul, but got caught up in the wind and blew back just in fair ground and caught by the left fielder. Denny out there for the second out. Easton Ford at the plate, and he watches the breaking ball for a strike called. Ford has homered over the center field wall today. Next pitch, swung on, line back up the middle, nearly took out the umpire. Here comes Arbany around third. He will score, and that should do it. A walk-off line shot single by Easton Ford And the Rebels win it 8-0. So Silo improves now to 14-0 on the spring season and picks up win number 42 in a row. In spring action, their 42nd straight win. Take a look at the final numbers in this one. For the Rebels, Kyler Proctor picks up the win. On the mound, he goes 5 innings as he allowed no runs, 5 hits, struck out 8, and walked 3 in the contest. Easton Ford with an inning of relief as he retired all 3 batters he faced, including 2 via strikeouts. At the plate, for Silo, they end up with 10 hits on the day. As leading the charge, Easton Ford, he had a home run, a single, drove in 3 runs. Connor Cordell had 2 hits in the game, a double, a single, and an RBI. Rebels also got home runs by Sawyer Reddick. He ended up with 2 RBIs. Carter Parker had a home run and drove in 1. Mason Urbany with the hit. Josh Trout with the hit. Delton Roberts with the hit in the game, as well as Carter Proctor. So 10 hits in total for the Rebels, and they improved to 8-0 on the season with another run roll win. 8-0 over Class 4A Lone Grove here today, and are now 14-0 on the season. Rebels are back in action scheduled on Monday. They are scheduled to play Hayworth on Monday here at Silo for their next contest. So that's going to about do it for the broadcast here today. Let's see. Well, let's take a look real quickly as for Lone Grove in the game. They end up with 5 hits in the contest. And for the Longhorns, 2 of those came from Cale Sutterth to lead the charge. Kyle Miller had a double, and then they also got hits from Jackson Grace and Brody Harris in the contest. So that's going to do it. The Rebels win it 8-0. So until next time, I'm Kevin Farr saying so long